Then the second part of The Mummy, or the Elixir of Life, reveals our lover's problems and perhaps some solutions.
London's social scene comes alive in the autumn. Busy streets bustle with shoppers and travellers. Crowds flock to the opera and theatre. At Wilcox & Company, the theatrical agency where Fanny Mondragon works as manager, everything buzzes with excitement. Fanny rides back and forth between her home and the office on that recent invention, the bicycle. After a long day's work, she returns home and parks the contraption on the side of the house. As she does, her mother approaches for a confidential conversation, fanning herself nervously.
Oh, there you are, my dear. I am so glad that I found you.
Oh, good afternoon, Mother. I'm just back from the office.
I see. Can I have a word with you before you go in?
Of course. Have you been bringing Father his medicines again?
Yes, you know how he is.
I must say, I do not know how you keep all of those potions straight, Mama. 1 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 1 on the hour, and another every half past. It is maddening. You must be a genius.
Oh, it is not really that hard. I keep an eye on the clock, and as for the potions, they're all the same after all.
The same? Surely you jest.
Not at all. I just mix up whatever herbs I have at hand from the garden, put in a dash of brandy, and he swears it improves his appetite or circulation or dizziness or whatever he has convinced himself is ailing him at the time.
And he never suspects a thing?
No, he is far too focused on himself to notice me.
Oh, Mama, you really are a genius.
Not really. It does not take much to make him happy. I just hope that we can make you happy when the time comes. That is what I wanted to talk to you about.
Do not look so serious, Mother. It cannot be that bad.
Almost. Your father has invited someone to lunch tomorrow. That Sir Charles Reginald whom we met at the spa last summer.
Oh, good heavens, Mother! Not him!
Now, do not think for a minute that I approve, but your father has got it into his head that you are in love with Sir Charles.
You know that is impossible.
I realise that.
You know I am in love with Gregory.
Yes, Gregory, dear Gregory. The heart of her heart, the soul of her soul. However had they fallen in love so quickly? A beautiful spring day. Captain Gregory Bantam walks along the high street looking in shop windows. Then he glances up admiringly to see Fanny as she glides by on her bicycle. He is immediately taken by her sporty outfit and thoughtful expression, and smitten by the lady herself. As she passes, a large envelope slips accidentally from her bag. Ever alert, the captain immediately notices and calls after her.
Miss, I say, miss, you've dropped something.
He picks it up. It has the address of her office. He follows her to Wilcox & Company, where the following encounter takes place.
Good afternoon, sir. May I help you?
Well,
Wait a minute. Are you not the gentleman who was following me?
I was not following you.
But you were behind me.
Well, yes.
And calling after me.
Yes, but...
And certainly we have never been introduced.
Not to my knowledge, miss, but...
Nor should a gentleman hail a lady in the high street as though he were hailing a carriage.
Most assuredly not. Please, let me explain.
What is there to explain? I decidedly saw you on the high street staring at me, and when I looked back, you were behind me.
Yes, but...
I moved. You moved. That is following.
All right, technically, yes, I was following you, but...
I knew it! You are a masher!
No, I just...
Why can men today not behave as gentlemen anymore?
If you will only let me explain...
Oh, very well. Explain.
Well, it's because of this.
Immensely pleased with himself, Captain Bantam proudly holds out the dropped envelope that he has rescued from being lost in the street. Fanny's reaction catches him off guard.
Where did you get this? You have stolen important paperwork.
Stolen? No.
The property of Wilcox and Company, theatrical impresarios. You have no right...
I know, but...
So you know you have no right to this envelope.
No, but...
And you have it anyway.
Yes, but you see, when I was on the street...
Which proves you a thief as well as a masher.
No, miss.
I really have no time for your explanation, sir. Give me that here. I think it is best for you to simply leave. If you do not go, I shall be forced to call the constable.
As Fanny moves to push the captain out of the door, an old friend of them both enters.
Good morning, Fanny.
Good morning, Tina.
No trouble, is there?
None at all. I was just showing this, person out.
But who can this be? Why, if it is not my old friend Gregory Bantam.
Tina Tramp? How many years has it been?
A lot of years. A lot of miles.
Why, the last time I saw you, you were playing Lady Macbeth over at the theatre near the King's Hog in Leicestershire.
Oh, them was the days. Scenes from the Bard's tragedies. I was in my prime then. Them was rich pickings.
And now? No more Shakespeare?
Now and again. I'm with a travelling company, scraping by, catch as catch can. Times ain't what they used to be.
But Tina, you know this person?
Know him? Why, we grew up together. He is as good a fellow as ever you will find.
And after that, as they say, the rest is history. Over the next few months, Fanny and Gregory have fallen in love. Now they hope to marry. If only they can get the Professor's permission.
So you see, Mother, I am in love with Gregory.
I know, dear. And I find Captain Bantam almost as delightful company as you do. But it is best not to mention his name in front of your father just now. It seems Sir Charles has asked Father for permission to ask for your hand, and, well, the Professor is encouraging him.
I see. There is something else to this, is there not? Some exotic object that Father wants for his collection?
Yes, unfortunately. Your father is a good man, and he does love you. In his own way. But he has got a blind spot. He is obsessed with his collection. Apparently there's this mummy.
Oh, Mother, no!
Sadly, yes. Queen Hatshepsut, I think he said. Now I've got to run along, but please do not forget. We will expect to see you for lunch tomorrow.
Yes, Mother. Lunch tomorrow. Now whatever are we going to do about this today? I have got to think. Queen Hatshepsut, eh? I've got it. Maybe Tina can help us. But first I have to talk this over with Gregory.
That afternoon, the captain and Fanny meet with Tina Tramp at a nearby pub to go over the details of their plan.
Another glass, Tina?
Oh, no, I mustn't. 3's my limit.
And you have already had 4.
Aye, that I have. But do you not think it unlucky to stop drinking after an uneven number of glasses? I thought I'd heard that somewhere.
Why, I never.
I think our guest is right, Fanny. In my old regiment, I have often heard that said.
Well, upon evidence as incontrovertible as that, another glass, by all means.
I fear I must.
Now about our plan.
You understand what you have got to do?
Yes, but I must confess I'm not entirely comfortable with this latest role you have me playing. A mummy.
Not just any mummy, Queen Hatshepsut. A greater role than Lady Macbeth.
I know, but...
As great as Cleopatra, all-powerful.
Of course. But...
You are simply made for this moment, Tina. The highlight of your stage career.
Well, that is what confuses me. There is no stage.
Which makes the part so brilliant. We've played characters on stage, well, any actor can do that. But now you're going to play one in a sarcophagus.
Aye, but therein lies the rub. I just lay there. There'll be no theatre.
No, there will not. But there will be an audience. A very exclusive one.
And do not forget the remuneration, which will also be very exclusive.
Yes, the money. I have got my eye on that, of course. So, all I have to do is pretend to be this mummy. The Queen... What's her name?
That is right. You will find a child's play.
But what about me? Let's assume that I do as you say. What do we do when the good professor discovers that I am not dead at all? Oh, there will be the dickens to pay, that is certain.
That is why we have an escape plan.
A consummate escape plan.
After the exhibition, everyone will follow us out the door.
And then?
You run.
I run.
As fast as you can.
Run?
As soon as we close the door, you skedaddle out of there as fast as you can through the back servant's entrance.
That's your escape plan?
That is the best we could come up with.
Right. What could possibly go wrong?
Will Fanny and the captain succeed in their plan? Will Tina regain fame and fortune? Tune in to our next episode and find out.